First, get out your pitchforks and torches. Time for tonight's worst persons in the world of bronze to Inez Sainz, sports reporter at the Mexican network TV Azteca, who covered the New York Jets practice on Saturday, and she shares the bronze with everybody in the world. That's right, I said everybody in the world. Don't cross me, I'm in a bad mood. The Jets coaches ordered that throwing and running plays during practice be directed towards her. Their players acted inappropriately towards her in their locker room. National TV has given her more coverage than the BP Gulf disaster just so they could show more pictures of her. Various women's media groups have thrown their weight behind her, even as she undermines every hard-working women's sports reporter who knows the game. She was dressed unprofessionally to cover a sporting event, and trust me, the bar for professionally at a sporting event is only about 1/8 of an inch off the ground. She's done this before at a Super Bowl media day, so the team's media office should have known what was likely to happen. And even if she hadn't, it was TV Azteca which sent another reporter to the 2008 Super Bowl, a different Inez who showed up in a wedding dress and proposed to Patriots quarterback Tom Brady and jumped in this guy's arms. Why do the National Football League and its teams keep giving this network credentials? You have to keep Super Bowl media day and team locker rooms open for stunt reporting? You can't say, fine, here are the credentials, no wedding dresses or provocative outfits, and that goes for the men too. And ultimately, what the hell are reporters doing in locker rooms anyway? The runner-up tonight, Bill O. ABC has an excerpt from his new book, Pinheads and Patriots, which is not to be confused with my new book, Pitchforks and Torches. His book has a picture of him above the word pinhead. He takes shots at two major conservative figures above him in the food chain. Reading, my colleague Glenn Beck thinks that the 44th President of the United States is a person, a man who bet on changing America into some kind of socialist United States that might, God help us, actually resemble France. Rush Limbaugh and many other conservative radio commentators believe pretty much the same thing, that the president is a force for pernicious change. Well, I'm not so sure this scorched earth energy framed by the president. Hold on there, Sparky. You're going to insult Lonesome Rhodes Beck and Tokyo Rose Limbaugh. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to step outside. But our winner, the new chief executive of BP, Bob Dudley. Dudley and BP's partners in Deepwater Horizon, Transocean, and Halliburton now claim that the benefits in the 400, or the plaintiffs rather, in the 400 or so lawsuits filed thus far can't sue them yet. BP's court filings say the fishermen, seafood processors, hotel owners, restaurateur, oyster farmers, and the like must first apply for relief to the official BP compensation fund, that they must play that game of bureaucratic red tape before they can even begin to sue. Even the lawyers for those suing are suggesting that the courts wait till next March to decide which test cases should proceed to trial and which should not. But that's moving fast, too fast for BP. And now we know why BP agreed to that $20 billion fund, because it buys them time for the public to forget, for the remaining oil to dissipate, for them to potentially lose internal memos and emails and text messages and other evidence of their culpability, and especially time for the victims to run out of money with which to pay their lawyers. Bob Dudley of BP never did figure out what the P really stands for, but the B is clearly for bastards, today's worst person in the world.